Super cranky. Super cranky. Super cranky. Super cranky.
First off, I don't care what you people say. Never follow rules. I'm a trendsetter anyway. Okay, I march to the beat of my own drum. They say I need rules in my life. Well, I got some. That's one. Kill the competition. Two. Be a loyal dog. Three. And if they snitching on your man, send them to the morgue. Four. When you party, go hard till you hit the floor. Five. If you didn't see me do it, what the hell you asking for? Welcome to my world. SINA.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Thank you so much for joining me. It is Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you are probably watching football right now. But anyway, if you decided to join us, thank you so much for joining us. As always, I do this show every week with Blackout AD. So Blackout AD is joining me from Colorado, but he has a special guest in studio. Welcome, Blackout AD, and the Birdman himself, Jay Birdie's in the building. How you guys doing tonight?
How you guys boys doing?
We're doing
How you guys boys doing?
What's up, Llama?
It's kind of cold, but we're doing it.
We're here, man.
What's the temp over there, man? What's the temp tonight?
It's hot as fuck in the room, but it's like it has to be like 30 degrees.
Damn, 30 degrees.
How you doing, man?
We're gonna hit 30 tonight down here in Florida.
I don't want to hear
It's supposed to be 37 tonight, I think.
You ever hit 30 at 12,000 feet?
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of chill, buddy.
Yep.
No, for sure. No, it's I've never seen snow, and I can't imagine what it is and how cold it is. But I think a little alcohol warm you up, though.
A little.
A lot.
We got tabs all around the city.
Yeah. It's been an eventful week, man.
That's what I was saying. We're going to talk about the adventures of Birdie and AD out on the town, since Birdie is visiting from Florida there. So Birdie is the very first co-host, guest, or whatever you want to call him, to be in both the Llama Studios and AD Studios live in person.
Yeah.
You guys got special privileges, man.
One of one.
He gets the distinction, right? He is the only one. He's the if anybody else wants to attempt the going to both studios, the challenge is there. The bar has And what happened to Gabe? I thought Gabe was coming on the show tonight, or I thought he was still with you
Left
guys.
this morning.
Yeah, he left this morning.
Oh, okay.
He was only
I
here
thought
for
maybe
3 days.
I thought maybe he couldn't handle it, so he just left. I thought that's what it was.
Oh,
Is that a shot at him, dude?
for the record, there are pretty girls in Denver. Not on any block we've been to.
Oh man.
Oh, so you guys had I'm sure, and we're going to get into discussions about your escapades in just a few minutes, and then we're going to talk UFC coverage.
I just gotta tell our sponsors. I'm sorry, I'm rolling this blunt. This is a special occasion.
No, for sure. Anybody watching is a sponsor.
The views
I
and
got no-
opinions of this smoking guy doesn't have to do anything with the Llama guy.
With that non-smoking guy.
Exactly. We are our own entities for
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly.
And what's funny is, you're over there, celebrating. I'm over here with the brand new. I just found this, the Arizona Hard iced tea.
What?
Yeah. It looks
Was it
just
99
like
cents?
no, it wasn't 99 cents. But I saw it and I go, I have to try that. Holy shit! I have to at least taste what this tastes like. And I got like 5 flavors. I got a 12-pack. So tonight it's the first time I'm actually trying it, seeing if it's any good.
Let's cheers it up there. Llama Nation.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody.
Clean, bitches.
All right.
What's your
Let's
rating
see.
so far on the Arizona Hard?
It's pretty hard tasting. It's difficult. We got a viewer here coming from another show that I was on. I was texting through. It says Vodka Vamp. He says, hi, liked and shared, found you through Jared King, watching from West. Is that Australia? Oh,
West
Whoa.
Aussie. Let's go.
all right. That's awesome.
Have you
Vodka
seen the
Vamp.
clams?
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Awesome to have, new people to come on the show and kind of talk with us. It's been interesting, an interesting week for me. I obviously put out my another James Bond reaction. I actually am very excited for hopefully tomorrow, if I can get it done tonight. I recorded my reaction to the movie House Party. The old movie. No, yeah, the original movie House Party. And I had such a freaking blast with it that I was like excitedly like editing it, not because I wanted to get it out quick. I was just having fun with it. So hopefully I can get it out by tomorrow. So yeah, I got a couple things in the hopper there, and growing the channel. So having fun with it. Yes, she did confirm. Yes, she's Aussie in the house. So,
Nice.
what
Aussie
time is it in
party.
Australia right now?
Next day, dude.
Yeah, it is. They're in
You
the
watch
future.
the Llama show on Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Mondays.
Or Monday.
So it is Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Vodka Vamp. All right. So yeah, no, I'm excited to get that one out. What I was saying is interesting week for me. I went. Again, I don't get into my personal life, but I did go to a job fair for the Mets Stadium for the St. Lucie Mets and the spring training New York Mets, and I'm either going to be working the sound booth, hopefully. If not, I'll be running some security for them. So, kind of excited for that. Hopefully that pans out. But that was a weird way that kind of came up. But
Are you excited for that?
I am because I've always loved going to the games, and I love watching the thing. And I don't know. Again, the sound booth thing is a very distant thing, but the guy was like, maybe, and I was like, all right, hey, shit, why not? So if that happens, I'll be up on the board.
Yeah, I honestly, when you told me about the sound booth, I really thought it would be just a good experience for this in general. Because
oh yeah,
right up this alley right now. That's dope.
Yeah, no. So again, I'm excited. Listen, man, you got to hustle. You got to make money somehow, some way. So any job will do at this point. So let's see. Vodka Vamp is telling us it's 11:08 for her. All right. Yeah, and it is Monday. So 11 a.m. Aussie time Monday is when the Big Llama Show drops in Australia. So thank you for joining us on a Monday workday.
What better way to start your work week than with the Big Llama?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yo,
I love it.
I love it.
Across the country, let's go.
The stuff is moving around. I love it.
It's the only shirt I brought with me.
Well, the other shirt you brought, I wear it all the time, and it's here. So I kind of feel a little odd about that. Like this one of the things I want to talk to you about, Bird, is you left your shirt here, and I washed it. I was like, oh, I'm going to give it back to the birdie. I had folded sitting here in my room, and I was like, I need a shirt. So I put it on, and it felt weird. It felt weird wearing another man's shirt. But now I've been wearing it on the regular, so I owe you a shirt.
Nah, you keep that gas station tee.
As long as you don't Winnie the Pooh, it's not weird.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
You ain't no less of a man for wearing some other man's shirt.
It just feels weird. It's a weird feeling.
I know grown men that wear other men's Jordans.
We almost slept in the same bed, no homo.
Yeah.
No, it's just one of those things. I'm like, am I now Birdie's bitch? Is that what this means? Are we studying now?
I'll send you a pocket through FedEx.
Just
hold on to this.
And that's what I'm saying. I was like, and my wife is like, she's weirded out about it. She's just like, no, she's like, whose shirt is that? I'm like, that's Birdie's. I'm like, she's like, why are you wearing it? I'm like a disgusted look on her face. He's the other man.
Yeah. For the record, Tangeray is no longer a friend of ours.
Oh no!
Let's slide that in there.
Oh man.
Oh well. Listen,
we were just there while he was working. Didn't make eye contact.
Not
with us
once.
He's hung out with us every day this week. Every day, every activity, we bring him along with us. Didn't even look us in the eyes.
Not an innocent flirting comment, nothing.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Him and Bird got a thing going. They almost slept in the same bed, but for different reasons.
You guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely insane.
It's not wrong if it's warm.
No,
you're warm. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing at all. So
keep your socks on.
So I want before we start talking about your guys' stuff, there's only one thing that happened that I was gonna share it, and then I wasn't gonna share it, and mainly because I don't need to get roasted by AD tonight, and that's why I didn't share it. But
you're coming off a bender, so you're gonna get roasted.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying,
buddy.
So all right. So here's what happened. Here's the story, and if we need to show it later, we will. But so the Real Rejects, right? You know them, the million plus subs. They got on a live stream and they were like, "Hey, shout out your favorite creators. We're going to share creators. We're going to try to get people boosted." I'm like, "Oh shit, this is awesome." Now I went on there to say that I love their show. Like, I appreciate their shit, right? So I'm like, hey, I didn't hear the whole part. Like, it wasn't until after they read my part where they kind of roasted me a little bit. So I went on there. I did a super chat. I was like, fuck, they're not going to read it if I'm just in the comments. I'll give them a super chat. Just say, hey, I love your show. Is reason, one of the reasons I got into doing this is I loved your format, whatever. So I wrote that. The guy, so Greg Alba, the main guy, reads and he's like, and trust me, I'm going to cut up his shit and put it all over my shit. But he comes out and he's like, Big Llama Show. And I'm like, oh, fuck, he's going to read my comment. So he reads the comment and he goes, way to shout yourself out there. Pat yourself on the back. And then the other guy, John, he's like, yeah, pat yourself on the back. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I just was saying, I love your show, not me. Like, you love my show. So they kind of hit me with that, and they were like, and they read the whole comment, and then a crazy thing happened. The other guy, John Humphreys, who was with him, he was reading. He goes, "Oh, the Big Llama Show. I'm subscribing right now," and he subscribed to the channel, and he did it in front of everybody. And I went and checked, like I refreshed that second he did it, and yeah, I got an extra sub. So in a good way, they shouted me out. In a bad way, they roasted me, and in a good way, they subscribed. So I was gonna show you the video, AD, but I was like, no, you're gonna fucking roast me the entire time. So,
well, one, you're cloud chasing,
and two, send me their IPs.
Yeah, they won't say that to us. They won't say that to us in real life.
No, the media's going to make fun of us.
No, listen. Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? We got a lot to say. No, it doesn't sound like they were roasting you though, but also they were because they gave you the platform to shout your own shit out and not dick ride.
Right. I was shouting them out. I just said, hey, I appreciate, I love your guys' show. Like I had no one to shout out that I was like, oh, go check this guy. I had no one because that's what everybody was doing. They were paying money and going, hey, check out this guy's show, check out this guy's channel, check out this. All of them, everybody was doing that. So all I said was, hey, a shout out to you guys. I love your guys' stuff. You know, it was very. You know, I wasn't like, oh, look at me, I'm great. Like, shout me out. I was just like, hey, I love your guys' stuff. Reason I got into it, you know, have a great show or whatever. Fuck. So it kind of backfired.
I would have to see it because it doesn't sound like they roasted you. It just sounds like they're like kind of making fun of you a little bit because you're supposed to shout somebody else out.
Yeah. So do you want me?
Yeah, play.
Let me bring up.
I like these guys. I don't want to beef with them already.
No. I don't want to beef with them either.
But if we have to, we will.
I'm making.
Just wanted to shout out that I'm a longtime fan. Way to shout yourself out. Dude. That's awesome to hear. That's great news.
Well done.
As a result of watching your videos, it motivated me to start my own channel. Yeah, great job.
Go Big Llama.
That was the whole point of starting this channel. I want other people to do their own channels as
Subscribe to the Big Llama.
More reaction channels, I say. No, congratulations. Keep it up. I really respect the Try Guys for navigating the scandal.
All right, so that's
wasn't that bad.
No, but I kind of was like, oh, AD's gonna take this and just fucking eat it, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to show it to.
You're lucky I wasn't in that chat. Hey, fuck that Big Llama guy. 2 super chats saying the same thing. We would have really got you popping. Like, what's wrong with the Big Llama?
No, it was on man's shirts. There were other really big reactors in the chat, and so that I was kind of talking to a couple of them, just like, hey, again, just saying, I watched your channel, good job, little things like that. But there was like a couple of big heavy hitters in there, and I was like, shit, this is pretty fun. But anyway, that's as exciting as it gets for me.
Yeah, I don't think they were really roasting. I think they were like just joking at the fact that you didn't shout anybody else out. It does look like you're kind of shouting yourself out a little bit. So in that context, that's probably where the roasting might be. But honestly, like what I told you before, like when I met the comedian and stuff, it's like now you exist to them, and he followed you. So it's like you never know what that could do for you in the future. So I mean, hey, you gotta shoot your shots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So I don't have any. I mean, I put out my reaction to The Whale. That's out. Again, I'll try to get House Party out by tomorrow if I can.
You cried?
What's that?
I
did. It did. Oh, I did, man. I had my cry towel and everything, man.
That movie's bad. You didn't bring nobody with you?
Nope.
All right. So I gotta say, I enjoyed the vlog style review, but I think you need a vlog style review into your studio, boom, and do the reaction from there. But I enjoyed the vlog style. I thought it was different. I watched it with him. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, he actually went out. So I thought that was cool. Like, that's a good touch though.
Yeah, but honestly, like I said, I didn't want to go with anybody because I had read about the movie and they said it was really emotional. It's a good movie, but damn, I'm not gonna watch that again. Like it's not one of those feel goods like you go and watch again to be uplifted. That shit was, I mean, because the guy's it's basically a 600-pound life. Like the guy's eating himself to death, and like there's a whole sequence where he fucking like loses it and is like just cramming shit in his face and like he's just like in the depths of low. And what I realized, and I told a couple people this, is that old people at the movie theater laugh at the most horrendous shit, man. Like there was heartbreaking scene. The guy is going through something and he's trying to get up. He's powering through. He fucking breaks a coffee table. And it's, again, the scene in its context is like devastating. 6 people in the theater, all of them over 80 years old. You fell over. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are we doing this?
I would definitely laugh at a fat guy falling, regardless of the situation.
He laughs at himself.
I do. I didn't try to sidewalk the stump.
No, but that's all I found was interesting. But I'm glad I went by myself. It was a great experience to just enjoy it and have my own emotions without having to worry about other people watching me. And it was fun, man. It was fun to do. But yeah, I had to drive. Because when I kept talking about, because I tried to do a first take on it, I was like, all right, let me get talking. And I started tearing up about, because I was trying to talk about the emotion of the movie. I was like, no, I gotta fucking concentrate. I gotta just drive and go somewhere. So I was still driving home, and I started recording.
Oh, but you did it in the car?
Yeah,
First reaction?
Well, I walked out of the theater.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I'm going to sit in the car and do the reaction.
Okay.
So I just turned on the camera and I started recording. I think I got 2 sentences in and I started tearing up. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to be coherent in this. I said, let me get driving. So let me drive, and then I can focus on the road, and then I can just articulate what I saw. And so it was easier to do it that way. So it was an emotional journey for me, for sure. All right, but enough of that. About that shit. I want to hear about the story of the trip of a lifetime here. AD, the Birdman, Gabe, everybody was out there.
Excavavanella, you can't leave her out.
Yeah, Ace was there.
Oh, Ace. Okay. Ace was there. Thank you, Ace.
Tangeray.
Who's
Pablo.
The young kid that fries us all the time.
Oh, okay. Tangeray. Okay.
Yeah, he works with me. He's good. He's the next
guy.
one up, Good guy.
Yeah. And then Hola Toto Pablo.
Oh, Pablo was there as well.
Pablito?
Yeah, Pablito.
Okay. So it was a crew of you guys out there.
Yeah.
Running amok. I mean,
so what was the first spot you guys hit when you guys got there?
Well, I picked them up at what, like 11 or something? Oh no. Go ahead, tell them about your trip.
Oh yeah, first of all, I was flying and every aircraft in the United States was delayed for 2 hours.
Oh shit.
The FAA went down and they couldn't tell if airports were clear to land. So I was sat at the airport for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and got here way later than I was supposed to.
Yep.
No, that's when I canceled the trip.
From the airport,
I think that's what I'm
dispensary,
saying. Imagine that.
to bar, the Denver Nuggets game.
We went to the first night. We went to the Denver Nuggets game. That's where we ended up.
The Nuggets beat the Suns by 30.
Yeah,
nice.
It was a crazy experience for me personally, because like seeing the arena, and like I looked at it, and I look at both him and Tangeray was with us. I was like, I can sell this out. I can sell this venue out. Like, I was looking at it, but me and him were talking a lot about just the energy in the stadium.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell these people are diehard Nuggets fan. Like, they knew every like little thing that came on the board, like any saying that they had, they all knew. So it was dope. It was cool. It was my first. Well, I went to a Magic game when I was younger. I don't remember though. It was like my first actual NBA game where I got to like be cognizant of the game and stuff. So it was dope. Same for him.
Yep.
This guy pops like 4 edibles beforehand.
But yeah, it was really great. Like when the crowd was booing, everybody was booing. So you're hearing 15, 16,000 people boo, at the same time. Or when they're cheering, the whole crowd, just 15,000 people cheering for Jokic.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts.
But that's cool. I didn't realize you never been to a basketball game before, or at least not like one as an adult. Like that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but I've been to a good amount of MLB games. I've never been to a football game or any other like major league sport. It's just baseball. But like actually seeing it, and again, like I'm not like a huge fan. I watch just when I talk with these guys about basketball or whatever. That's like I'm very like surface level when it comes to basketball, but just seeing the atmosphere and stuff, I was like, damn, like I could see like if I actually cared about basketball and didn't have a team and went to a Nuggets game and seeing that, I'm a Nuggets fan, especially like automatically. Like it was like the energy was fire. There was like a drum line, like when we're walking into the stadium. All the cheerleaders were mid.
Mid, by the way.
Yeah,
yes.
they
Denver
were-
cheerleaders are mid.
That's
There is pretty girls in Denver.
Yeah,
We haven't seen any
we
yet.
haven't seen any.
Oh my god!
And I let them all know that too.
Yeah.
Really? So
Yeah.
that was your line? That was your pickup line? Yeah, you bitch, you're mid.
No, I like passed them by the sidewalk, and I'm like, damn, there are pretty girls in Denver. And like, oh, thanks. I said, not on this block.
Oh, this guy
I'd
was a menace.
I'd expect nothing less from the bird. Nothing less from the bird. So you guys went to the Nuggets game.
That was night
And,
one. That was night one.
That was night one.
It was 5 hours after landing.
Yeah.
Shit. Were you exhausted, Bird? Like, come
Oh,
on,
bro.
man. That's
Yeah,
after traveling.
depends on who you ask.
No, he was.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
But I also went to sleep late because I was like playing games with him.
Yeah.
And then I like cleaned up a little bit. So I went to sleep at I tried to go to sleep around like 4 or 5. He was supposed to come at what, like 9?
9,
Like,
10.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck, I'm only gonna get a couple hours sleep. And then he hits me. I wake up at the time. He's like, bro, I'm still here. And like he was just telling me how he spent the funniest thing. I was like half asleep. He goes, I spent $54 for 3 Jamesons. I was like, God damn.
Oh, you got that airport drink. Oh,
Yeah, bro.
He was there for a couple hours, so he was like, fuck yeah, I'm on vacation.
9 a.m. Get it buzzing.
got that
So what do we
airport
do after
tax.
the game?
We went to the Giggly Grizzly.
The Giggly Grizzly,
Yeah,
which is like a dive bar downtown.
Literally
Denver.
across the street. We were getting drunk. Like we were smoking weed out there across the street from Coors Field. Like literally, you walk across and you're at Coors Field. So we were just chilling. It was like a good way to bring in the
Coors
night.
Field was like our backdrop. It was our green screen.
Literally.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I have pictures. I'll send you.
Yeah. We were gonna send you videos. Like I've been kind of recording stuff like on and off throughout the trip. So I have like at least 5 minutes of just like random footage of like stuff.
And then Gabe came.
Yeah, the next day Gabe came. So we picked him up early.
Oh, the biscuit spot. We got pizza at the biscuit spot.
Yeah, we went to a place called Denver Biscuits, and they stopped serving biscuits at 2. But since this plane got delayed, we get there like, yeah, we only got pizza. We're like, all right, yeah,
let's get 9 slices of pep.
Yeah, we're here.
Add banana peppers on 2 of them for
2
Tangeray.
Tangeray.
One of the reasons he's no longer a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Banana peppers on the pizza.
We all got
pizza.
Hey, we're all like pepperoni. He goes, yeah, can I add banana peppers? We're all like, what? All right.
And then the pepperoni pinwheeled across the table and landed right in Tangeray's drink.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's a sign. Should have been a banana pepper. But then the next day we pick up Gabe. What did we do that day? We hit cookies. Yeah, so like them coming here, they actually get to see like the recreational side of weed. So I like brought them to a couple different dispensaries. Let them like, like I told them early, like don't blow all your money on. Because it's easy. It's like you walk in, you're like, oh my God, all this is available to me. So that was like one part of that one aspect of the trip was like we go to a couple dispensaries. Then there's one cookies, which is like how would you describe it?
It's like the most mainstream
hip hop. To me, it's like a hip hop weed brand. Like you got like
okay.
Wiz Khalifa and stuff, but like cookies is like it's like iconic in hip hop. It's like everybody knows what cookies is.
Because they went mainstream. They sell their clothes at Hot Topic and Spencer's. And they just happen to be a weed brand.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day, like you would drink St. Ides and Old E because that's what you saw the rappers, drinking.
Actually, speaking of St. Ides or OE, we went to an arcade bar, and who finds a Colt 45 glass bottle?
Oh,
this guy.
They're selling it in the bar. Like they got OE over there. Guy, he had to have one. So he's in Colorado in an arcade bar. It's just like random.
Not on the block.
Not on the block in an arcade bar with just a bunch of preppy white people. Listen. We're out of place anywhere we go. Anywhere we go, like especially as like a big group, it's like, who are these guys?
Who are these?
What did we do after that? We went to a comedy show, which that's more burst.
Yeah, we went to open mic.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't really. I don't think it was an open mic.
But that's what it said on the thing. But I mean, there nobody's on a.
But they seem to have like a set list because like they had like a headliner,
a host. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like he did stuff for like other bigger comedians.
Yeah, he opened for like Hannibal Buress.
Yeah.
He was on BET.
Yeah.
I follow him on Instagram, but I haven't had a chance to like watch his stuff yet.
Yeah.
But
this was crazy. So we pull up. We take an Uber this time because it's downtown. We take an Uber. We pull up to like it's like a sushi restaurant.
Sake.
Yeah, it's like a sake bar. Right? We're like, where's the comedy show? So we sent somebody here to be like, yo, where's the comedy show? They're like, yeah, it's in the back. So we smoke. We go in. The guy comes. He like checks our IDs and then walks us through the restaurant to the back and then into the there's like they had like fake grass and like fake clouds,
trees on the stage.
Yeah, it was weird. And you walk through the back and it was just a room
of
white people watching comedy and like a little bar in the area. But in the back of the restaurant, we didn't even leave the restaurant. It was just like connected to it. Like, what
that's pretty cool.
Like Gabe was like, just like Tokyo Drift, like when they walk through the back of the Chinese thing and they pull up, like So that was cool. This guy, Bird, I think
Interacting with the comedians.
Yeah, start talking. To them.
So hold on. How did that come about? Did you get heckled? Did they call you out, or did you happen to say something?
Nah, I might have done a little bit of the heckling.
He was the heckler.
Oh man!
Like for example, he said something. It wasn't very funny. I said what I said back. Don't really remember. And he asked me what my name was. Told him it was Mikey. Then he's like 2-3 minutes in his set, and he's like, "Hey, does anybody know the best way to get a girl's phone number?" I was like, "Oh, steal her phone." And then he was like, "No, you re-render," and nobody laughed. and he was like, "I'm not calling this guy anymore. He ruins punchlines."
That was even the headliner.
That wasn't even the headliner.
Yeah.
But then the headliner came out, said something about white people, and I was like, "Oh, freaking white people!" And he's like, "Sir, are you white?" And I was like, "Yeah, unfortunately." And then he calls on ED because he asked for. And he goes, "Any Spanish people in the crowd?"
This guy goes, and then the guy goes, he's like, "Just like white people to turn on their brown friends." So then he asked me, he's like,
"What's your name?"
Yeah, he asked me what's my name, and then he goes like, "What do you do?" And I was like, "Nothing." He's like, "Oh, he's unemployed."
Oh shit!
Because he's like, I was already a little toasty, so I was like, I don't know, nothing. And so he like kind of jokes on me, but he wasn't like making fun of me. He was just like saying a premise of a joke. Yeah. And then at one point he asked the girl, there was like another girl, he was like talking Sarah. Yeah, he was talking to her. He's like, "Sarah, you want his chorizo or some shit like that?" It's like, "No, he doesn't have a job."
Oh shit.
So then like the comedy goes a little bit, and then what does he say? How does he get to a point where he was like,
"Oh," because he said something to AD again, and he was like, "You know what? That's your crew? Nah, they all look like they just got out. Let me leave you all alone."
He's like, "AD, you don't look like you should mess with them."
We're all sitting in like second row, all got bubble vests,
literally in front of
and
him.
like hats like this, And he's like, "Oh, AD and his crew, they just all got out.
Yeah, they just all did bids.
It's their first public event."
The only people he dapped at the end was me and Bird.
That's it.
Nice.
He was like Mikey, AD.
Then I walked out. I was like, "Yo, Sarah ain't got no butt."
Yeah, Sarah had no. I wish I would have said that on the spot. That would have been a ball. But this guy was definitely having the crowd laugh in moments. It was like,
yeah, they laughed at my cell phone joke, but didn't laugh at his. And he was like, "I ain't calling on this dude no more. He ruins punchlines." I said, "No, mine was just funnier than yours. Go ahead, reiterate the joke for your next fucking show."
Yeah, he's going to use your joke.
He's like, "What's the best way to get a girl's number at the bar? Steal her phone."
Oh man! So you guys were interacting with the dude. That's pretty neat, man. Because like I'm at a comedy show, I shut the fuck up. I don't say a thing. So
I wasn't trying to, but then he got me into it. I was gonna point at Gabe, let him be the unemployed one.
But I said it before we even got there. It's like, guys, I will be interjecting on this show.
Yeah, he did.
Especially if they're not funny.
The first two weren't. The
third dude was funny.
He was.
He's
good.
got jokes that we can tell you off the show.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you.
Yeah.
But also, that was another point of the night where I was like, I could sell this out.
Yeah.
I could do a podcast. And so there was like 30 seats in the back of a restaurant.
Yeah.
Llama. Think about it, I was like, what the hell's going on?
He does have a really funny joke where he sells like African pendants, and he was selling one in Texas. And the guy goes, "That's the weirdest looking Texas I've ever seen."
So he made shirts
with
Africa looked like Texas with the flag.
And it's the weirdest looking Texas I've ever seen.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
That was a good joke. Yeah. He had us laughing though. He had like a 25-minute set.
No, listen. I want to keep going with this, but Funsky just had a question. Did you guys see the first episode? No, we have not seen Last of Us, but I do plan on covering it next week. Because I plan on. I plan on watching it this week, Funsky. I have not seen it, and it just came out I think yesterday. So next week, I'm going to talk about it next week. Just want to cap that so that we don't. I don't want to leave you out, Funsky. You've been a pretty good guy. I want to make sure I answer your question. All right, so you guys are in the middle of you're interacting with comedians. You're in the back of this restaurant. AD's having aspirations about selling out a 30-seat venue.
I feel like I already sold it out.
$30. Was like $30?
20 a piece. Yeah.
What?
Nice little come
Yeah.
up.
You know, that's not bad. I wonder how much the restaurant gets for hosting.
Who cares?
Like, I wonder what that percentage looks like. You know, no, I'm saying because
And
like
those first couple comedians probably didn't get paid at all.
Nah, for sure.
probably just the time on stage
To open up for
So-
somebody who kind of has a comedic background.
Yeah. Damn. So that's pretty awesome. That's night one, right?
No, that was not like.
That was Gabe night one.
Yeah, that was Gabe's night.
This
Oh,
is our
Gabe night
night
one.
two.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. But that wasn't it. Then we went downtown after.
yeah. We went downtown, drank. Oh, most of our time was downtown, just experiencing
Yeah.
different like areas of it. What was day 3? Oh, the day
That
3
was
was
yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, because Gabe's gone now. He
Yeah.
landed Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, we went shopping. We went shopping one day and then went back downtown. And then yesterday,
Paulie D.
no, but before we went 12,000 feet.
Oh yeah.
I saw the video you
Yo,
guys had
yeah.
posted. Like that was insane.
I
That was
It was like
I've
a
never
4.5
been up there.
hour drive.
Yeah, just like across the mountainside of Colorado.
We've seen fighter jets doing the training
Bro,
exercises through the
through
mountains.
the mountains.
damn.
Like it was
Like-
crazy.
Like Top Gun shit, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
real shit.
Yeah. You can hear, you roll the windows down, you can hear the
them.
roar.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
You know,
They're
we seen
like,
a little
"Yo, look."
mini avalanche.
Yeah, we did see a little one. We ate
So,
at
did,
this.
so you drove AD? You drove over the mountains?
Hell
No, Mikey drove. Pablo and L's half brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We play Halo with him. I don't know if you probably have.
I
you guys have
probably
Halo.
do. I probably know them, but I have not
Yeah.
interacted with them.
But
So okay.
yeah, they rented a nice SUV. Like had us
Escalade.
in there. Yeah, we were just driving through the mountains. We had what was it? Wild Bills.
Wild Bills.
Yo, some random burgers like
in the middle of like a mountain town.
middle of a mountain town. Like, he said it today,
And-
which put it in perspective. He was like, that was like a once in a lifetime thing because like there's no way we're going back there.
That's a Wild Bills anyway.
Yeah.
No, like you. I've only done that one time, and that was in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Driving through the mountain, we found this like rest stop. It was a garage, like vintage place, like great as hell, good beers. I'm like, we're never gonna fucking find this place ever again.
Yeah.
Like Mikey, the guy who drove, mapped out this whole like 4.5 hour route to drive us like through the mountains, through tunnels, through the
Damn.
14ers, which are what they call 14,000 foot mountains out here. And we're driving like right next to them. You can't even see the top of them.
Yeah.
Damn. And was it cold? Was it colder up there?
Cold.
Fuck, bro.
It was snowing in the mountains. It hasn't
Yeah.
snowed since I've been here.
It's
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, when we got
so
up there, it was
that's
like
where it
windy
was
as hell.
snowing. I was trying to figure out like, was it snowing the whole time you guys were there? But no, that's just up in the
No,
mountains.
but there's just snow on
great.
the ground. Even
Yeah.
where I live, there's like
Yeah.
snow everywhere. When he came, he didn't even see the mountains the first day
No.
because it was cloudy.
Yeah, it was so foggy I couldn't even see the mountains.
Yeah. And then the next day he actually seen them. But
Yeah.
that was a dope experience because like even me living here this whole time, I haven't even gone that far up. Like we actually like climbed
Yeah.
the mountain and shit. I was like,
And that was the one thing Mikey made sure he made us all do.
yeah.
He was like, bro, we got to go to the mountains. We're going to rent a car and we're going to drive to the middle of nowhere.
To be honest, if it wasn't for him, I would have never went that way.
And then we even
No.
went routes. He's been here 9 years now, and he's never taken the route he took us on just so we could see these mountains. And then
Damn,
half of the mountainside is snow, and the other side of the mountainside, because it gets hit by the sun, is all just plain mountain covered in thousands of oak trees.
Damn. That shit's crazy. That
Yeah.
shit is insane. I mean, but that's what you do, man. If you're in Colorado, you got to check out the mountains, got to check out the snow caps, everything, all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I do wish I went with you guys on this trip, but actually, I think my wife had said, oh, maybe you should have gone with them. That would have been fun. I was like,
Oh,
Really?
Llama.
I'm like, really?
Then all three of us would have been in both studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We would have done the show from there just together.
We would have
I
just made
would've
sure
brought-
Gage didn't come. It would have been a great trip.
Nah. The next time, next trip, I think our next trip should be to go see Hercules, right? I think that was one
Yeah.
of the, we were gonna go up to.
That'd be sick. Because
to
then we
New
could hit New
Jersey.
York with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those mountains.
After the mountains, though, then after the mountain, like we've kind of been like rolling. Today was the first day where me and him kind of like,
Didn't do anything.
yeah, we woke up late, went to eat, got a couple drinks before the show, and now we're here. Like we've been chill today. But every
Well,
other
that's
day
good.
is like all day, like driving. Like we went to the mall for like a couple hours. We all like bought new shit. Oh, so you got to fucking. He put me onto the greatest invention: pepperoni pretzels on Tian's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a
Those
good,
are those
what
are
a
pretty
good
good.
gravy.
Oh, yeah. He's never had. And I was like, the whole time I'm walking through the mall, I'm like, dude, I got to get a pepperoni pretzel.
But then after that, we come home, we get dressed, and then we go back downtown, and we go to a Pauly D, like he's DJ in like a club. So we went to the
Pablito
club.
got a 6 free $45 ticket.
What?
Yeah. He called. How'd it go? He said,
I said, yo, what do you know about this Temple Club? He goes, I know the manager. What do you want? And I was like, well, Pauly D's performer, we would like to go. He's like, hold on. Calls me back. I got 5 tickets. I was like, well, there's 6 of us. He's like, all right, give me a second. He's like, all right, there's 6 of us.
Yeah, 6 of us. Cool.
Damn. So you guys got it for
weed,
free.
though.
Yeah.
The bouncer took my weed in a legal state.
Yo, he took his weed. And like that. He was like, yo, because they didn't want him to bring it in, obviously. He was like, he's like, this guy goes, I'll throw it away. He's like, nah, you can leave it here. You'll get it back when you're done. We came out, it was gone. We were like, these guys are lying.
Hey, you could have threw it out, dude.
But that to me, that was cool because then these guys got to actually see like Denver like club life. Because that was like actual Denver culture. Yeah. Like the EDM, like mixing with the hip hop. It was fire, but we didn't end up seeing Pauly D at all.
Oh, he didn't come out?
No, we just left.
No, we left.
It wasn't
half price drinks.
Yeah, they were expensive. So we were like,
I'm sure.
Giggling Grizzly.
At this point, I never balled out like this before. we went to my job and spent like $200.
Just me and him.
We went to my job and dropped on my payday. I was like, I'm here. Wow. This is what we're doing.
Take it back.
It was some rich dude shit. It was cool.
So there's a bar downtown called Giggling Grizzly. No matter what we end up doing, no matter where we go, we end up at the Giggling Grizzly.
And that's the one across the street from Coors Field.
And so it's reasonably priced drinks at the
Yes, it's just like a neighborhood bar. Yeah. Just happens to be downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and the first night we ate there, and their food. That's one thing we did. We ate super good this whole time. Except time.
For McDonald's. It's only really
we ate one time McDonald's. And that was before the Pauly D shit. We knew. We're going downtown, we'll probably eat something.
You gotta get something in the stomach before you guys get drinking.
Exactly.
So overall, so let me ask you again, if you don't want to answer, what do you think you spent on drinks in this on
just
this
drinks?
Just drinks. It's got at least close to 5.
Oh, okay.
More
probably.
More.
Yeah. Sure. Each, I'm talking each.
Yeah.
Yeah. One night alone at one spot was $100 each.
Yeah, you guys balled out.
Yo, Ace, you guys land yet?
Yo, yeah, Ace, you guys land?
Oh, yeah.
Guys in Jacksonville?
Ace is on here.
Shout out Ace Shoes.
Yeah, she's
part of the
she's traveling.
So we got to tell you about the sidewalk to stump.
Oh, sidewalk to stump. We got videos. We can play it next week. So we could.
So story with the video.
At Giggly Grizzly, tell it.
Right outside the Giggly Grizzly, there's a sidewalk. And then there's like what's supposed to be grass that's covered in snow and ice.
Yeah.
Got a tree stump there.
Mind you, it's nighttime. So it's slippery on the sidewalk as well. It's not even like you could get grip.
So the first night we're out there, I'm like, Tangeray, you think you can jump sidewalk to stump? And he's like, of course I could jump sidewalk to stump. Jump sidewalk to stump, slides off stump, foot in snow. Okay. So like the next day or the day after, we're back at the Giggly Grizzly. This dude walks by, cowboy hat on, and I was like, yo, you think you can go sidewalk to stump? And he was
white cowboy hat.
White cowboy hat.
It wasn't even regular white.
And he was like, yeah, I think I could, but not right now. Walks away.
And I'm recording it.
His friend's like, no, dude, you wore a cowboy hat today. You got to go sidewalk to stump. So dude jumps from sidewalk to stump, lands on the stump, shoe falls off, barefoot in snow.
Oh my god! So you guys got that? You got that clip? You got that clip?
We got both clips.
Tangeray and Cowboy.
Yep.
Oh man!
We did like a mini photo shoot in like some random alley.
That I wish I would have found it during the daytime.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time overall though.
The one thing I gotta say though is Colorado in general has no culture.
I've been saying that.
There's no
so they're like
they don't have anything
else.
Yeah,
they have nothing. Like they take hip hop from the most popular cities, they take country from the most popular cities. Their biggest music is fucking EDM. No celebrities are from here.
Summary.
Damn.
I even
That's
asked people who
crazy.
were born and raised here, what are you guys known for? Bull testicles.
Yeah, everybody say you ever had a what was it?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
You ever had a Rocky Mountain oyster?
Oh,
Mukbang.
no.
Yo, I have footage of Gabe trying Raising Cane's for the first time, like actually dipping it in, like doing the whole look at the sauce. We did like it wasn't as much because we were also drinking and doing a lot of shit. So there wasn't as much like behind the scene footage, but we definitely got at least 5 minutes worth of video. I think I'm gonna have to put up somewhere.
Yeah,
Well,
a good
decent
time.
pictures. And me and AD just left today and tomorrow.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Tuesday's working.
Oh, okay. And so when are you traveling back, Birdie?
Wednesday morning.
When? Oh, okay. Man, you're there for a while.
Wednesday to Wednesday.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It would have been dope if you came though. That would have been awesome, actually.
Yeah, no, I next time I gotta plan with you guys because that sounds like a good time. You guys like had fun, man. So,
but it's like weird. Like I've been across the whole East Coast, and every state has a culture.
Yeah, there's something about that state. There's something
I don't
they're
know,
known
though.
for.
I feel because now I'm living here, and like what he said was something I said when I first moved here too. Oh, we have a video of pizza too where we just kind of shit on this Brooklyn style pizza in Denver.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking like from Utah.
Yeah, Utah, bro. And he talked like he was from Brooklyn. Like, yeah, what's up, son? Calm down.
Calm down, bro.
But that was something I said when I first got here though, like the culture, because like I was telling him, and like when I get back to Florida, man, as soon as I'm off the plane, like I feel like I'm here. Like I'm like, wow.
There's
People are speaking.
Hairdos,
Yeah,
clothing.
Yeah, even the languages. Like I hear Haitian.
Yeah.
Like people speaking like Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans. Like I hear all the dialects. I feel it immediately. Here is the first place where I live because Texas. To me, Texas is a big state, so it's like it has its own culture. New York, has its own culture. So I've lived in areas that are fortunate enough to have, and this is the first place where like. Now the internet, they're even, right? Yeah, they get everything when we get it. But this is a place where I could see like back then, like when we were growing up, like our age range, it would take time for them to hear Joey Badass because you gotta travel over the mountains.
Yeah, but Cali's right there, and they have no California culture either.
Nah, I think
they're more southern. I think they got a twang.
I think they're both though, because in California they have like country culture as well. Yeah. So I think they're like a mix of both though. But yeah they do.
Let's see. Gabe says they're known for gourmet glizzies.
That we didn't get to see.
We didn't even get to try. There was one spot. This guy's like, it was Biker Jim's. He's like, yo, Biker Jim's. I seen that shit. We gotta go try it. We pull up. Biker Jim's is closed.
And there's people outside also wanted Biker Jim's.
Damn.
They're like, yo, we get bamboozled too.
Yeah. Overall, though, for me at least, like this is my first time hosting people. Like actually, like as an adult, you know what I mean? Like we're doing a bunch of shit. Like I had a great time, and like honestly, like my mom and I were talking, and she was like, "That kind of made you want to stay a little bit, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah," because like we did so much shit that I haven't really done. Like I think about it, like Big Homie always like showed me like different shit out here. So now I'm showing them. And I'm like, oh yeah, like there's a bunch of shit I could be doing out here. I like it, but
yeah,
guy's trip. It's Jimmy's trip.
Jimmy's trip.
That was the slogan.
For sure. So Bertie had a good time. That's good, man. That's
a lot of downtown shit talking to the public, which is my favorite thing in the world to do. I like interacting with complete strangers.
You get along with anything, man. You just get kind of walk around, you talk shit.
And if we don't get along, then we got a problem.
That's right.
you know. Like we walked by these two girls, and I was like, "Hey, you guys think straight women take Groupon?" And I just kept walking. They thought it was hilarious.
Which I question: do they take Groupon?
Yeah, how much for the three of us?
It's Jimmy's trip. Let's see. Nice pants. Where can I get those?
Where can I get? So we're walking through downtown. Some dude's on a bicycle with like tight leggings on, and I was like, "Yo, where can I get pants like that?" And Gabe laughs, and this guy goes, "Oh yeah, good one." But we gotta tell you, we're on top of the mountains, and this freaking dude comes running up the mountains in a t-shirt and shorts, sneakers.
What?
Sprints up the mountain, disappears because who knows how high he went. Okay. About 10, 15 minutes later,
before we would get back to the car,
comes running back down towards us.
Yep.
Like working out.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
what he does. It's crazy.
We were 12,000 feet up.
We were cold.
He ran for another 15 minutes.
Gabe said he was recording up there and kept switching hands because his hands were getting frozen cold. He's like, "Yo, I got." It was windy up there. Like with 12,000 feet up there, we got all the wind. The next mountain over has clouds right there. Like we're eye level with clouds. Like
oh my god. No, that's insane. And it's freezing. Fuck that.
Oh,
yeah, it's a balmy 50 degrees here, and I'm a little bitch. So
one night I decided not to bring my jacket.
Oh, nah, I'd be jacking it up everywhere. So listen, I look, man, it looks like you guys had a great time. I can't wait to see what you put together with some of your clips and everything. I think that'd be a fun watch or a fun highlight for us to. Maybe we could watch it next week on the channel. Or if you put it on your channel, and we can definitely watch it and promo it for sure. Damn. So man, I'm a little jealous, man. I'm a little jealous. I'm over here, just doing normal shit. And what's funny is I'm waiting for AD's updates. I'm like, oh, where are these guys doing? Where's the pictures, right? And then like I get a little picture of a club, I get a picture of the mountains. Like, where's all the fucking cool shit? Kept it to
Where's
himself.
Where's the cool shit?
Yeah, that's what we learned. No matter what city we in, they're gonna look at us and they're gonna be like, "Let's not mess with those guys."
Once the comedians stop making fun of us,
you gotta realize like his job is to make fun of people, and looked at us and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep those guys on my side."
Well, I mean, you two look like you can fuck some shit up. That's what I'm saying. Like I remember us looking at AD when he was over here. I was like, AD, man, I forgot how big you are. I forgot how tall you are.
That's the first thing Tangeray said when he saw me at the airport.
Tangeray walked up, shook his hands, like, "Damn, you big."
Yeah, no, I was like, so now I can get that. Like, if I see you big burly dudes walking into the club, I'd be like, oh, okay, nah, maybe not. I'm sure dressed in all black.
For the most, I have a burgundy jacket on, but and jeans and
my whole outfit all weekend was all black. I bought a puff jacket black, and I was like, I'm wearing all black.
I've been wearing a beanie. If not, it's all New York stuff.
This guy's from New York.
Yankee hat, Mets jersey over there, Knicks hat somewhere.
Big loud
both
dude.
shirts that I've worn on a Llama show are in my possession right now. A Llama show in-person debut, Mets jersey.
You got it all there.
This shirt, this Llama show, this shirt.
That's awesome, man. Look, man, I'm glad you guys had a good time. That's good. Gabe said I should have followed him. He says he should have followed me, Llama. I was going live with Twitch and all. Many times through the whole trip. Yeah, I went to go look, but like none of his videos saved. I don't think any of his videos saved. So like I saw he was on. I was like, all right, I'm going to check it out.
I'm pretty sure he said he live streamed from the top of the mountain. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed it. I missed the live stream. That sucks.
Too long.
I missed
it. So next time we say we'll link it up, you gotta slide.
All right, I'll make it to at least the weekend for sure.
I would have held your hand through the whale, dude.
Yeah. I wouldn't have made you go sidewalk the stump.
No, I wouldn't have done it because I ain't fucking stupid.
Smart man.
No, I know my limitations, man. Physical challenges or not, I'm not doing that shit anymore. Anyway, all right, man. So you guys had a good time. Again, I'm jealous I wasn't there, but I'm glad you guys had a good time. I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourselves there. That's what you got to do, man. You got to live life, man. You got to fucking enjoy that shit. All right, man. So what else is going on? We got some UFC shit, right?
Big UFC news, man.
Big UFC. So
and
I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah, big perfect person. You got any images or no?
No.
All right, let's just go through. We'll go through.
Yeah.
All right. First thing on my mind, at least, heavyweight champion Francis
No, let's talk
Ngannou.
Usman Edwards first.
You want to?
Yeah, because that's
It's like smaller.
Yeah.
Okay. Usman Edwards, number 3. Going to be in London. Was it March 4th?
March. No, that's the Jones fight. It's like 2 weeks after that.
Okay, so in March, though, Usman versus Leon Edwards
In London.
which, if we remember, we had a fight. We had a fight companion for that fight. Leon Edwards wins after getting beat 4.5 rounds. Knocks Usman out. Head kick, yeah. Headshot dead. One of the greatest promo. That's one of my favorite. Like it makes me tear up type shit. Like it's like
it's up there.
Yeah, because he worked so hard and like he's losing the fight.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest clips from it is like because his nickname's Rocky, Leon Rocky Edwards. And you know, his corners like telling him like if it was like a Rocky movie, like you gotta knock him out. Like he's like, what do you he's like, don't feel sorry for yourself. He's like one of the greatest corner talks to head kick knockout you ever seen. So that's confirmed for I don't know the date off the hand.
It's 2 weeks after the 4th.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks after the 4th. But that's gonna be in London, which he's the first. Leon is the first London champion since Michael Bisping. So it's been a while since London has a champion. So I think that crowd's gonna be electric. You know they're gonna fill it up with as many people from over there. I'm thinking if Aspinall is healthy, they're going with Aspinall. Molly Meatball, obviously she just lost.
Patty maybe.
Patty, if they can swing Patty, which I think Patty said something where he kind of wants to stay over here because he's fought so much over there already that it makes more sense to fight out here for his brand. So I don't know, but I think just in general on that card, that's crazy. Well, the co-main is Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev, which Rafael Fiziev is a monster, and obviously Gaethje's man. He's gonna brawl. He's gonna fight. He's always gonna have a good fight, and you know it's never gonna be boring. His fights are never boring. So as a co-main, kind of excited for the card. That should have been big news, right? Like that should have been big news just in general because we get the
would have been.
It would have been unless a leak happens at the T-Mobile Arena, obviously Las Vegas, on the billboards outside the arena. Somebody threw up the confirmation of
on this big screen.
On the big screen. Literally outside of the stadium, like the thing you see, they threw up a
Vegas
confirmation of fucking John Jones making his heavyweight debut against Cyril Gane.
For the heavyweight title.
For the vacant heavyweight title. Mind you, this is like on the screen. Nobody should know about this. They were going to release it
after Usman Edwards got announced.
Exactly. But it got leaked. So it had, you got to imagine the UFC. Even us, we're like in the middle of our bender.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo.
We're like, wait a minute.
I'm like, everybody's talking about this. I seen Ariel Helwani, who's like one of my favorite MMA journalists. He like sends out like a card video message looking like Llama after the whale. And I'm like, yo, like this shit is real, bro.
Yep. But then eventually you get the ESPN notification.
Yeah, and then once we got that, then it was like, oh shit. But that comes with because obviously Ngannou is the heavyweight champion or was at this point. There was a lot of speculation that he wasn't going to re-sign with the UFC. He had like a stipulation in his contract where after a certain date in December, he can renegotiate with the UFC, and the UFC can opt to sign him or let him go. And they opt to release him because now we didn't talk about this. Like this will be the first time we actually really like conversated about it. But there was a thing where he wanted to box as well. He saw the money in it. He's like, I could go make as much money as I'm making from this one contract and one boxing fight, which understandably, like, you're seeing Jake Paul do it. You're seeing all these YouTubers. I mean, KSI fought FaZe Temper, which, like, why is that a thing? But
the
UFC's like, no, like, now, in my personal opinion, if he was a bigger fighter, because he's not like the biggest draw. He's a heavyweight champion, but he's not.
No personality.
Yeah, he's not somebody you're like. He's not Patty. He's not Sugar Sean. He's not a Connor. He's more of a John Jones than anything when it comes to selling tickets. Because John Jones as well, not a draw, but
not a huge shit talker. Just
he's there to fight. Yeah, he's gonna knock you out. But I think that led to them being like, you know what, like, and he was injured too. That was another thing. He got injured after.
And it looks really bad if the UFC heavyweight champion goes to box and gets beat. You know,
very bad.
It happened with Connor already. You know, and he goes in there and fights Fury or Wilder and gets slept.
And that's the thing. And we were talking about it. he wants to fight Tyson Fury, who, I mean, Bird said it earlier, was like just on the planet the best pure boxer
that
on
we
the
got.
planet.
He's ranked number 2 pound for pound. Number
He's
1's Canelo.
6'8", like what?
6'8", walks around 320, fights at 280.
Dances.
Dances.
Like, he's light on his feet. Like some of the best stand-up you've seen. So it's like, yeah, Ngannou got the hardest punch on record.
You know, but what are you gonna do when that punch doesn't land?
Yeah, and when he's dancing on. So I can see the UFC side. This has been an ongoing thing. I mean, we've been talking about this for literally months.
Yeah,
months since Ngannou got his championship, and there was like confirmation he's getting surgery.
And confirmation John's coming up.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, and that was the fight we all kind of wanted to see was Francis versus John, because Francis is champion at the time. John's coming back.
I'm still thinking Stipe John is going to be the biggest fight.
Maybe. It depends how it goes. But with this confirmation, to me it shows how much the UFC really fucks with Gon.
Yeah, how much John wants to fight.
Yeah, that's one thing we've heard. John Jones, and that came out, and Dana said it, right? Like,
Dana White said since October, John said I'll fight anybody.
And obviously, for the UFC, the best business move is to have him fight the champion, and that had to happen in December because literally Ngannou said, like, I'm gonna wait this out until they give me what I want.
They
because
offered
I'm a
him
heavyweight champion,
the highest paid heavyweight of all time.
Yeah,
and he turned it down.
He said no
because they won't let him box.
So that leaves the vacant belt. You got thoughts, Mom? I'm sorry, we're rambling.
No, I was gonna say though that's tough. It's tough to give him what he wants and uphold the brand. So,
well, when you're thinking about it from the fighter's perspective, it's like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But like Bird's point, from the UFC's perspective, he gets slept. It's like, you're not the baddest.
And the
man
UFC tried it years ago. They tried to send Chuck Liddell to Pride. Got worked. They tried to have somebody fight Fedor in Pride, a UFC fighter. Got worked. And every time a UFC fighter leaves the UFC company to fight somebody else, they get beat. So it's kind of it lowers the brand of MMA, not even just UFC, but MMA in general. You're talking, this guy's got great stand-up, he's a great striker, and then this boxer's gonna put hands on you.
No.
Now,
so when's this fight? When is
March 4th?
March 4th. Okay.
Yeah. And they signed John to a 6-fight contract.
It was 8.
Ooh.
8 fights, sorry, 8-fight contract at 34 years old. So they're banking that he doesn't lose.
That's this guy's hope. I told him, I really like Gon.
Yes.
I love Gon because, what Gon did to Tua.
Yeah.
Well, even before, like in the Ngannou fight, the lead up, like Ngannou and Gon trained together in Paris. And that, they're both from over there.
Yeah.
So it's like a compelling story between them.
Right.
He loses to Ngannou. But just overall, like, Gon is kind of what we were talking about Fury. Like, he's light on the feet, especially for a heavyweight. Fast, strong. You know what I mean? Like, he's like
Cyril Gane fights like John Jones at 205, but weighs 250.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But doesn't wrestle. That's
doesn't wrestle, which is a big downfall to the big heavyweight division right now.
Yeah.
If John comes in, he can take 8 out of the top 10 guys to the ground.
Pretty much everybody.
Maybe Stipe, no.
Maybe.
Because Stipe is a pure wrestler,
but
too.
that's the thing. If he does take him down, he will get to him. He will get to him. That's what I would bet.
That I think is going to turn into a wrestling match. Okay. They're going to go to the mat and they're going to wrestle like they're in high school.
Yeah.
And they're going to have an actual who's going to get better positioning, couple punches here, couple punches there. Yeah. But Stipe has no submissions either, as much as John does.
John does,
yeah. So it's, if you got pure punchers in there,
that's what the heavyweight division is right now.
Yeah. There's just a lot of guys that can knock people out with one punch. Everybody got one punch power, which is scary for John.
Yeah. Yes.
Because he hasn't fought 2 years now since Dominic Reyes.
Yeah.
Like 2 years almost.
Yeah.
Right. He hasn't fought. He's moving up. He also this whole time he's been putting on weight, so he's getting bigger naturally
and slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
he
good.
did it
That's
right.
good.
He did it right because now he had this long layoffs. So we've talked about this, but he's had the time to like settle in because I've been even recently, I've been very, like low in weight and also heavy in weight. I can feel the difference in my body. My body can't do the same things when I'm lower in weight than when I'm higher in weight.
Do it on purpose.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
And you're sparring at 245, sparring at 250. But he's also making the hardest jump you can make because you're going from 205 to fighting people weigh 250, 260. Every other
Right,
weight
yeah.
class, it's an 8 to 10 pound jump. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go fight monsters now. You know,
Yeah,
even
but
without the talent of you, they could put you to sleep.
But I think he's
Anybody.
got the talent to keep it going, though. I think that's
Absolutely.
and I think
that's
you're
what we're
right.
banking on, right?
Yeah, and I think you guys are right on the whole weight gain thing. Is sometimes if you jump a weight class quickly, that's detrimental
I mean,
because
we've
either
seen it recently.
yeah,
Adesanya went up and got worked.
But he didn't put on
got
any
wrestled.
weight. He
No.
just went up at 195.
195,
Yeah, whatever
yeah.
he's walking around at. He didn't even
Yeah.
cut weight.
John Jones took this 18 months to 20 months and put on 40, 50 pounds of muscle. He hasn't even posted a picture of no shirt on since he started this weight gain.
and I'd be interested to see what he looks
he's
like.
He's gonna show up. He's gonna show up to weigh-ins, take that shirt on, and look like a.
But we've
God
seen
up
him.
there.
Like we've seen him. He just hasn't had it. That's a good observation because that's definitely like, let me take off my shirt.
And he's gonna.
Everybody's watching me. Like,
and nobody knows how much he weighs.
No, that's true.
He can pull up to at 270.
Damn.
And have with a 6-pack.
We don't know. And he's known for doing steroids.
And having no legs, which could be a weakness of him weighing 250, 260. He's got genetically small legs.
He skips leg day.
I mean, I don't think he does.
No, but his legs don't grow.
Yeah, I just think he has very
Joe Rogan actually talked about that specifically on his podcast. They said this dude works out more than almost anybody. Steroids or not, his legs don't grow.
Yeah, he's been
on steroids, confirmed.
Confirmed.
And his legs don't grow.
So it's like,
damn.
He's got small legs.
Yeah.
Everybody's gifted with minds, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's the danger he's got is getting slept. You know?
No one's got ham hocks like AD.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't.
He can go to heavyweight, win 4 or 5 fights in a row, and just get slept. You know, and then what?
That's what's exciting because, all right, I look at it like this guy. I love John Jones. To me, he is the greatest. But like, I really don't like John Jones.
No, nobody really likes him as the person, John Jones.
And like, you get annoyed with him a little bit. It's like, bro, like you're so good at what you do. It's like you just keep.
And he comes off as such a nice guy.
It's like why we get mad at Gabe. It's like, bro, like you don't see this. Like
but John comes off as such a nice guy. Like he'll shake your hand on camera, ask you how your kids are doing, and then go hit a pregnant lady with a car.
Yeah, then run away from it. But it's interesting for the heavyweight division because one, at this point for me, especially all the fights we've been watching on stream, which this one will be on stream.
I was gonna say we got to promo the shit out of this one.
Has to be. This one has to be a big one. But watching all these fights consistently on stream, being like super into the sport, the heavyweight division right now is fucking stacked
with strikers.
Yeah. I mean,
yes, but name wise, they're stacked.
People we care about.
Derek Lewis,
Tua,
Stipe,
Stipe,
Jones now.
And Ngannou at one point, Splikova.
No, not that one. The one who just fought Tua.
Splikova.
That's the one who's fighting Derek Lewis?
No, I think, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a bunch of monsters.
Killers, man. Killers. But if John Jones gets in a wave where he's actually winning against these guys, and again, talent-wise, nobody on the roster is really fucking with John.
In the heavyweight division, I think talent is less necessary than any other division weight class.
Yeah. You need strength. I mean, strength and striking ability.
You can look at Stipe and Francis. Yeah. Stipe's a way better fighter than Francis Ngannou. 10, 20 times better of a fighter, and he went to sleep.
That's all it takes. Yeah.
All it takes. You know, you're not worried about a 125-pound guy putting you to sleep.
No.
A 225-pound guy.
If he gets back there, that's it.
Wearing all black.
Wearing all black.
So you're gonna definitely promo the shit out of this one.
That was gonna be a good one.
We're gonna charge people to join the Discord.
We should pay for it.
We actually should.
We should actually pay for it.
We always pay for it.
Yeah, you always pay for it.
Yeah.
But if you want to join us on the Discord, you might have to pay for it.
Yeah, you might have to pay for it.
You should. We always pay for it.
Unless your clan tag name and COD is what we know it is. It might be a fee to come in the Discord.
Yeah. If you don't know it, then you don't know it.
There you go.
Just for the UFC landscape, this year's going to be a crazy year.
Yeah.
Like we'll end it here on for the UFC talk, but it's going to be a crazy year. There's going to be a lot of big fights.
Yeah.
John saying, I mean, he made a great point when he was like, "Damn, October." He's like, "Bro, this would have been John's second fight." So if that's the case, and John doesn't get like seriously injured and wins,
This would have been Stipe right now.
yeah. Which that all right? So Stipe, just to put in context, Stipe is considered as the greatest heavyweight of all time,
Bar none.
Yeah, and John is the greatest light heavyweight of all time, and that was gonna be the supposedly the next fight after Ngannou John, because Ngannou's a champion. But that's the fight that people wanted to see, and there was a lot of whispers of like that might happen. I don't know why it didn't happen. They haven't came out and said why. I'm thinking because Stipe is another guy who Stipe is a guy who is a firefighter while he's in the UFC. So he works as a firefighter
in Ohio.
Yeah. So he's like he actually has a job and he still fights. He was doing this while he was a champion. So
damn.
He's the kind of guy to me that doesn't seem like he moves on anybody else's beat. He's like, this is when I'm ready.
And I think he wanted John to win one first.
I think so.
You don't get to fight me
because of the danger of John.
Yeah.
And because
the greatness of Stipe.
Well, it's great versus great.
Yeah.
Like, so in that regard, I understand. But with the Stipe fight, he sends a tweet out. He's like, he said March 4th, great card or something. He's like, winner, I'll see you in July. Something like that, a tweet like that. So for me, as a fight fan, this year's gonna be crazy with fights. I mean,
Edwards Usman.
You finished that trilogy. John making his debut.
Yeah. John can fight Ronald McDonald as long as it's heavyweight.
We watch.
Yeah, exactly.
We watch it. Who else? Sugar's gonna get a title shot soon.
What Patty's gonna do?
Patty coming off.
Maybe Conor return because Conor's back in the drug test pool.
Even I mean, we don't talk PFL too much, but PFL signing Jake Paul, and Jake Paul talking about Nate Diaz and him boxing, and then fighting in the octagon.
And there's a one championship open weight Muay Thai
he's really
Grand
excited.
Prix
You're really
coming
excited
out.
about that.
Oh, the open weight makes me excited.
Okay.
The fact that we could see somebody at 185 fight somebody at 225, and in Muay Thai, so no grappling, so your weight isn't as crazy. Or your power, And Overeem, who at one point in time was a killer, just signed up. He's the biggest name so far.
Damn. So again, a big year for UFC and fight nights. I'm excited because, like I said, I learn every time we go through a fight night from AD and from you guys, the fighters' names. Like, I'm getting to know some of these things again, but it's always fun. So we got to come up with, I don't know, the Dick to Dick shirts. I got to make those pop up already.
Dick and Balls. The comedian had a DMB shirt. He sold hashtag DMB.
Dick and Balls.
Dick and Balls.
Oh, there you go. Hercules is on here. He says, so sorry he's late, but he's very excited that AD and Jay Birdie are in one room.
Oh.
And then he's got some thoughts. He said the open weight tourney is talk of the town.
That's going to be nuts, bro. There's going to be big names signed up for that.
Well, shout out Herc. Shout out your baby.
Yeah.
First birthday. We got to say that.
That's right. That's right. Happy birthday.
Show. You guys show so much love. But also, Herc's actually in a Muay Thai room. So that's crazy that he actually heard about that.
That's going to be crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think.
I can see fighters not resigning for the UFC to go to this tournament.
Yeah, because it's $1 million.
And open weight. If you're not a heavyweight who wins this thing, it's crazy.
But a heavyweight's going to win it.
But they might not.
They could.
But what if the Overeem gets slept by somebody at 185?
185.
Yeah, that's what makes open weight so exciting. See, Ngannou.
Yeah.
I think Ngannou's going to sign up for the Muay Thai fight.
No, bro,
I think so.
No way. I don't see that. Maybe.
I think it's going to happen.
But what if he gets slept? Then he loses a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but he's done now anyway.
Hot. No, he's hot.
He's done.
Bellator wants him. PFL wants him.
Yeah, but you go to Bellator, your legacy's gone. You're going to go fight a bunch of nobodies. You're going to go in the boxing world. You're going to lose to Tyson Fury.
That's the thing. He's not looking for. Clearly, he's not. You don't give a fuck about legacy because he was the champion.
Yes,
and defended.
But if he goes to Bellator and doesn't sell pay-per-views, they cut him.
Has this ever happened? I don't think this ever happened.
No,
I don't think ever has a champion actually defended the belt once and then didn't resign and gave up the belt. To me, that's crazy. Yeah. So to me, he's not worried about legacy. He's worried about money.
Yeah, but I see him going to the Bellator, not selling pay-per-views, getting cut.
Bellator don't. So it's like.
You're not going to bring no money to them. You're going to go fight a bunch of nobodies and fight for less than what the UFC is paying you. You're going to go box. get beat up by Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, whatever one you decide to get beat by, pick them. You know.
The Ngannou thing is a weird thing, and that's another exciting point because I like him. I don't know how you feel about it, but like to see where he's gonna the moves he's gonna make, and like if he fights Fury, I'm watching. I don't care. I know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a boxing clinic, and I love boxing enough to watch him spar him.
All right, so what Herc said?
He go ahead and read that.
Ngannou leaving UFC leaves room for him to join, but if the heavyweights of one and other venues that focus on Muay Thai are up, he loses striking off technique. His strength will get him far. He has that one punch power, but again, technique, especially in a Muay Thai, is more prevalent than just fighting a UFC fight and getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not as keen on this one thing, but the way he's been talking about the past couple of days, I'm kind of like
just the fact that it's open weight.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the UFC coming out with an open weight tournament?
Yeah. I mean,
the
UFC tournament would be sick.
The open weight, bro.
Oh yeah,
they would never do that.
It's a free for all, man. That's fucking that's crazy. It'd be insane. But it's a spectacle. It would be a spectacle. To say
that's what makes it exciting.
Yeah. Like you got a 150-pound guy gets a 250-pound guy. That would be crazy.
And it's speed versus power.
That's true. And we see what happens, right? It'd be like Bloodsport, the movie Bloodsport.
Yeah.
You ever heard of this little thing called Mortal Kombat? I'm pretty sure that's open weight.
I think so. The Kumite.
I'm pretty sure it's open gender too. Anybody get these hands?
It's open species. Goro.
Open species. Longest jump of the year.
There's one. At least I didn't say Naruto. All right, anyway.
You just did.
Let's see. The judging will be based off technique and strikes thrown / landed. Any knockouts require a waiver, but there has to be some sort of caveat. Okay. Hercules coming in strong. He's got some strong feelings on this.
Boy does Muay Thai.
He does.
Drink.
Mai Tais.
Yeah. He's never Muay Thai. He only Mai Tais.
Hercules, the somewhat retired Hercules. So
yeah, we miss you, dude.
Yeah, we do miss you, brother, man. That's it's sad not having him on here. Hercules says he throws kicks. That's what he says.
Well, Ludacris taught me to throw them bows.
That's how you do it. So we'll keep promoting the UFC fight nights when they're coming up. So definitely stay tuned for more UFC discussion. I honestly think the way that this discussion went, and you know me, AD, like you and Birdie and you and a couple guys need to get, pre-fight analysis, breakdowns leading up to the fights, man. Because trust me, man, you guys can tell the story of the fight, man. That's what's exciting.
When's the next fight? Is it Vault?
No.
Next pay-per-view, not the next fight night. The next fight is Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
And Spizov.
No, somebody else. I'm blanking right now. So drunk. No, but we haven't even been talking about. We've I knew we were gonna talk about it because again, I sent you the UFC stuff. So I was like, I knew we were gonna talk about it. So we haven't sat down and broke it down. But I mean, there's never not a time. Even last night we were just getting ready to go to the club, and we were Gabe was sitting next to us, and we just were telling him DC versus John Jones stuff, and showing up different clips, and when John Jones chokes out Machida, we're bro, you gotta see right here, and we're breaking it down. I mean, there's no secret. Me and this guy got on camera chemistry for sure. In person, try to sleep.
Yeah.
He tries to sleep
with our socks on.
Socks on, weird. Socks on. If we're warm, it's okay.
It's
big spoon or little spoon? I need to know.
No. My bed's big.
No, it's
big.
I
got a massive bed, so we were both laying down. We get back.
There'll be no spoon.
We're laying down. He was you can sleep here if you want. I've been sleeping on the couch. You can sleep here if you want. We can't even touch. We had our own side of the bed. I was nah.
There'll be no spooning.
Yeah.
Just forking.
Whoever touches first is the predator right there.
We've really been paying attention to the PFP list and seeing John not move off of it at all.
We have been. But again, we've been doing this solid fight nights. I mean, we've had pretty much every big fight night we could. At least the biggest fight nights we were on for at least a year. So to me, we've been I don't know. We've been getting our feet wet in this MMA media, and again, like once school is done, that changes the game. Once I move back, changes the game because fight nights in person, like when we're all living together, are going to be a different experience than what we have so far.
Yeah.
You know, like
Listen,
100%.
I already got it set up. I got my projector and a screen.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I'm telling you, we're gonna be watching them on a big, ginormous 120-inch projector screen outside or wherever. We're gonna be doing the fight nights, and we're gonna be live streaming during the whole thing. So I am. When you come down, we've got plans.
But to me, like to me, anything I've done on stream, like the year of consistently streaming, there's no better moment in my stream career so far than those fight nights. You got to think like even when my stream's down, every fight has been on the Discord has been full packed to the point where I'm like telling these guys like we might need to have 2-3 like areas where they can watch the fights, and then have like we could drag people in like if they have good points and they're talking in the thing like hey bring this guy in to the stream one. This is where like people on stream are talking. Like there's ways we could do this. So I mean again, big fights coming up this year, and I think big fight nights for us personally. Like,
so like Gabe had a good point. Like we were sitting here the other day talking about what I think the UFC, and we weren't recording it. You know, and Gabe's like, dude, we should at least be recording it, chilling or not. We could always go back and watch and put out what we want to put out. You know, like most of it was casual conversation, so there was words and stuff that we were saying that we couldn't stuff, but there was gold coming out
for sure. But to me, but from in my perspective at that point, we really hadn't sat down. We were never at my house. Like, you know what I mean? We haven't even we haven't streamed or nothing because we just haven't like sat down to like do anything. So in that moment, it was like the first time we're all sitting here. Like for me, it'd be weird if I just started like, hey, we're recording live. You know, like, you know, I already put these guys through that on a daily when they're just probably just trying to game, and it's like, yeah, I'm streaming. Like, you got to tone yourself down a little bit, you know. So in my room, I was like, yeah, let's hang out. But he wasn't wrong though. Like the conversation was worthy, worthy of being recorded.
No, for sure. So again, when we do the fight nights, when you're down, you know, I don't mind hosting, man. We get some things set up. We got the dual and triple microphone set up, ready to go, so you can have like a, you know, like an area where you're just streaming, right? We could be watching the fight on a big giant screen on a couple different screens. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to do that. So, looking forward to that in 2023 for sure.
Big year for us, man. We keep talking about it, but this year's only starting. Like this trip to me again, it like confirms everything I know. But
they talked a while about us pulling up over here.
Yeah,
then we pulled up,
and then they pulled up, and like the time. And again, like when we go into places, people know who we are. Like to me, that speaks volumes for like what we're trying to do in this media space, because clearly we capture people's attention in real life. We're gonna capture their attention. We already know we can capture people's attention online. So it's like, bro, like we get in an area where we're doing this all live together. Like who knows the possibilities of any of this.
No, for sure. Now, listen, we're at the hour and 20 mark. We normally would wind it down, but I do have one more topic to cover with Birdie to see if he has an opinion. It'd be a short. WWE sale to Saudi Arabia and Vince McMahon coming back. Have you heard anything in your travels of what's happening there? And Stephanie McMahon just resigned.
I got one thing: the Saudis taking over.
So Triple H just came out and said no sale has happened. First of all, it would take months to years to a year for this to go. It's not just signing a piece of paper. You know, there's checks that need to be cut. There's employees that need to be paid. There's a board of directors. They all have to put a say in. Vince McMahon only joined back so that they could get the most interest at selling the company. You know, and I do find it a little weird that Stephanie left and Triple H didn't leave. You know, but this is Triple H's life.
Aren't they together?
They're married. They've been married for like 15 years or something. And their kids should have been the next line of this after them. You know, this should be a family business forever. You know, but the Khan brothers kind of make me a little nervous.
Yeah, because they're involved.
One Khan brother runs AEW and the other one was the co-CEO of WWE. It's kind of crazy. You know, imagine like
right there.
You own Optic and you're co-owner of Optic. brother owns FaZe.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what's going on with the WWE right now. The co-CEO's brother owns their competition. And their dad owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, how's that allowed? Isn't there like some kind of conflict of it? Obviously,
I would think so, but then their dad owns the Jaguars, who funds the other company that the other brother owns.
AEW.
Yeah. Okay. So his bank account is just as deep, if not deeper, than the McMahons.
Right.
So who knows what could happen here. But I don't think they would ever sell the AEW. I think that's why they would sell to Saudi Arabia, get it out of America.
Yeah, Hark is saying he sees that Steph walked away, so he's curious if it's just a heel move or if Rhodes are taking over. I don't think.
I think she moved away because she wants Triple H to take the company, and since her dad came back, it was like, you know what, this is what was supposed to happen.
My bad. I'm curious. What's his role in all of this? Because like
who Triple H?
No, Vince's.
He's the executive director of the board.
But like when that shit came out, like him paying the women and stuff, he resigned. No,
stepped down.
Oh, okay,
and then the board just unanimously elected him unanimously to make him to head executor of the board, which means Triple H also voted for him to come back.
Oh,
because he's on the board.
Yep.
Which made Stephanie step down.
But do they have beef, the Vince and Stephanie?
I don't know. It's all staying behind closed doors. But he became back to whatever his title is: a CEO, head of the executor of the board, 68% stockholder. Stephanie just had that because when her dad stepped down, her and the Khan brother took that role together.
Yep.
And then Vince came back
beforehand or no?
Yeah, he was always on. But then Vince came back and Stephanie stepped down the next day. Like in the next hour, we heard Vince came back at 12. At 1:30, Stephanie submitted a resignation letter, and that she posted herself on Instagram.
That has to be.
Yep, she made it public.
She made it public. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it was just an interesting discussion. Like all the wrestling boards and the guys who do wrestling commentary were all fired up about the Saudis taking over wrestling, and I knew there was more to it, but I was like, man, I wonder what Birdie thinks about this because you're pretty in tune to this kind of stuff. So
yeah, Triple H came out of his own mouth. So
yeah, no, I think Triple H. I think Triple H is the future of wrestling. Like he is.
Him and Sean.
Yeah, they are doing things to continue to move it forward, so it's not a stale, product. And it's clear. Like, look what he did with NXT. Look what he's done in the development area. He's got the talent on lock. Like the pipeline of talent coming through, goes through Triple H, and he picks great talent. So Vince with his old timey, storylines and old timey shit, like that kind of gets stale. And so I hated the fact that Vince was still running things and like Triple H made NXT almost as popular as the WWE, which was insane. You get rookies to make
head to head with AEW.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
same time slot, same amount of views.
Yeah. And the product was way better. Like fucking these guys were taking bumps that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
So it was just insane. Like Triple H did that stupid. I wouldn't say stupid, but like he did the women's tournament. Yeah. And mind you, I knew nothing about any. No. I knew nothing of the ladies that were wrestling. None of them.
Yeah.
But the story he told, the way that he structured the thing over the course of, I think it was 5 days, this tournament, and he had, like the brackets, and like by the end of it, I was like cheering for, a particular wrestler. I was like, I cannot believe she didn't win. Like he had me so convinced in the storytelling of this tournament that he sold wrestlers you've never heard of before, you never seen before. And so that's what I'm saying. Like that was amazing. I knew one wrestler that I saw on the independent circuit down here in Port St. Lucie Civic Center. Santana Garrett. Yeah, she was in the tournament. There's 5 guys.
Just like anything else.
Like other like local
schools and shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was 5 guys who made it to the WWE roster who wrestled here at the Civic Center.
Yeah.
And I went there and I even handed a chair to one guy to fucking bash the other guy over the head. Yeah, no, but that's what I liked, was that there's a guy that I knew from doing the backyard shit that is making it. And again, the way that he introduces the talent, that whole run, he had a 4-year run there where I was like, I'm watching NXT. I wasn't really watching the WWE brand. So,
just to put it in perspective,
yeah,
Triple H founded the Shield, all 3 members.
right.
They just dropped at the end of 2022 the All Pro Wrestling Magazine top 100 wrestlers of the year. 1, 2, 3 was Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. 1, 2, 3. They were all members of this group called the Shield, who formed 12 years ago. Last year, independently, they voted them all 1, 2, 3 as the greatest 100 wrestlers on the planet. Well, active right now.
Oh,
actually, yeah, they do it every year. They do a list.
Oh, okay.
And Triple H founded all 3 of these dudes, put them in a group together, and now separately they're ranked 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and they're big
12
draws
years after their founding.
Right. Even Dean Ambrose and the other is a big draw. I mean, he's still putting in together good matches, even though he's dealing with substance abuse issues.
I'm reading his book right now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, the John Moxley book.
Yeah. So no, that's all. I want to get your take on it. We had a few minutes because I was kind of like really like I had no one to talk to about it. I was like, man, I wonder what Birdie thinks about this. But I knew you were away in your trip, and I didn't want to be texting you and be like, hey, what do you think about this? When you're
I do think it's going to be sold.
Okay. In the end, you think it should be sold.
Triple H is going to stay. I think Vince is going to stay because nobody knows the business of wrestling more than Vince McMahon. He might not know the storylines and what the crowd wants anymore, but nobody knows the business of wrestling.
Lost touch, huh?
Yes, 100%. 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Once he let the Attitude Era end and he turned it to PG-13, it changed. But I understand why he did it. There's more money in appealing to kids than appealing to adults. Because me and you can go to a show together. But if you're appealing to kids can't go by themselves. So now parents got to buy tickets, cousins are going to buy tickets, and now you just sold 20 tickets. You didn't just sell 2 tickets.
Yeah.
But even in the PG era, he had a stable of wrestlers that were pretty popular. Like he had, but the problem is he kept.
Was John Cena part of the PG era?
He was the king of the PG era.
Okay. Right. He was the ruthless aggression, which led into PG.
Okay.
But they had a stable of wrestlers that were really popular with the kids and whatever. And I was watching it again, but then he just kept doing the same old shit. It was like it was so predictable. The matches got to be predictable. The outcomes got to be the same. You saw every single time. Okay, who's wrestling in WrestleMania? Okay, that guy's gonna show up exactly at this time. Who's gonna win the Rumble? Like you knew all these things, and it became so boring. And it became so like, oh God. And then he just rode John Cena's ass the entire time. He was like
20 years.
Yeah, Cena's the champ, and he's the greatest draw. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. He became Hulk Hogan. He became what a Hulk Hogan used to be. The reason Hulk Hogan made his impact that long is because we didn't have 24-hour coverage of him. So we saw him once a week. We saw him once every other week. But now you see these guys 24 hours a day, 4 or 5 shows a week, and it's like John Cena, and you're like, fuck, I'm over this guy, right? So it just
and he was just as perfect of a guy in ring, or if you saw him on Twitter, he was a clean cut, suit wearing, loved the military, loved the country, loved the kids, Make-A-Wish guy, and then he goes in the ring and beats Randy Orton.
Right, exactly.
It just, but at 20 years, he actually just broke the record. Only wrestler to have a wrestling match, at least one match a year for 20 straight years. Nobody else has ever done that.
Even though he's been in the movies and shit, he's been like at least once.
Well, he wrestled once last year, and he wrestled once this year.
But that's what I'm saying. Like at least at the very
least because to continue this streak, so they can do those marketing. They have these John Cena 20-year merches out.
Yeah.
Randy would be there too, but he broke his back.
Now let me ask you guys. Erks makes a great point in his last comment where he's like, and saying the sentiment you said, where NXT was at one point as popular. But like he says, the wrestlers want it more, and obviously Llama's saying that these guys are coming from like local circuits. So do you think like if WWE or like the bigger like wrestling companies start like maybe like farming these guys a little bit better, and like kind of making not making stars, but like kind of what the UFC does, like put so many people on where it's like you might find the storyline that you might connect
Yeah.
with, even though he's not the star, but it's like I fuck with this guy just cause.
So that's what AEW does. AEW is taking all these independent and international wrestlers that actual wrestling fans want to see. No, the
Right.
storylines could be minute. They get in the ring, and there goes your story.
Okay.
You can put Jon Moxley and Sting in a ring together for 45 minutes, and they will tell you the whole story they've been trying to tell for 4 weeks. And that's what AEW does. WWE is all production.
All stars.
And production. Like Roman Reigns comes out, and there's a 50-foot hologram of Roman Reigns that goes in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They show their music videos, and the whole video shows on TV, not just a wrestler walking out. Their cutscene shows up. It's all production.
I mean, at some point, it makes sense because, like, all right, that's one thing I noticed about the Nuggets game. Is what you don't see on TV.
The shirts being thrown, the lights, the
sayings they have. Every player that scores has their own thing on the big screen that happens. Jokic scores and it's like a bunch of Joker cards.
Yep.
Or this guy Bones, whatever. It's a bunch of Bones. So like they have like little like production.
You don't even notice there's no commentary.
No, at all.
Because there's no commentary to live game.
We're technically the commentary.
Yes.
Or like the drunk people behind us.
Or the guy in the intercom, Jokic for 3, and that's all you hear.
Yeah. And it's because the game tells the story itself.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Which is
and
what AEW does.
Right. And what I'll in maybe AD we'll run this on another night, but like if you watch again the bumps, I talk about the bumps is the hits that they take, the stunts that they're doing. If you watch NXT and you watch WWE, again, it's a money decision. But they take nasty ass hits. Like there's a Ricochet, and I know you know Ricochet. Oh my God, this guy looks like he gets in a car accident and is dead half the time.
Yeah.
The way that he takes bumps in the ring. You watch Roman Reigns, you watch the Usos or whatever. They'll do one big bump on a pay-per-view, but like throughout the week, it's like vanilla shit. It's like
whoever they're wrestling takes the bump.
Right. But those guys from NXT were doing some nasty shit. Like they would do like a somersault in the air. The guy would fucking super kick him in the face, land it, and it, like the crowd would go like insane. And then like my kids were watching it and they were like, check this shit out. They would show me the highlights of these guys.
My bad. Do you guys feel like how do I phrase this question? Like pure wrestling fans kind of fuck with AEW a little bit more.
Yes.
Okay.
But the fans that are in it for the entertainment, NXT, WWE.
Okay.
And then WrestleMania, nothing touches it. Production wise or wrestling wise, it's WrestleMania.
The best of the best. It's like the World Series.
Yeah, it's the best of the best. They're taking bumps. They're fucking get thrown into the crowd. Their matches are 45 minutes. There's no interruptions. Nobody's coming out to ruin the match. Okay. You have wrestling matches, and then you have a cutscene 5-minute long before the wrestler comes out. And then the screen explodes, and Roman Reigns walks out with 2 titles and 5 Samoans following him down the ramp.
Yeah.
But then you have like Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, who wrestled in NXT, who probably within the last 5 years have the best wrestling rivalry on television.
Yeah. It's insane. It's insane how good they are.
Them 2 guys, they weigh like 140 pounds. But it's the Shawn Michaels effect.
Yeah, no, and again, to me, it's how they sell and how much. Again, and I know it shortens their career, but I'm just saying there's a difference. You can tell the difference, and that's all.
If you want to be great, you're not going to have a long career.
No,
unless you want to be the Undertaker or John Cena and never walk straight after you wake up in the morning.
For sure. Hercules says here. Yeah, he says there's a certain level of respect for long-term wrestling fans for the wrestlers who throw gimmicks aside and give a show. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, look at who is Mankind. The guy looks like your everyday guy, on the corner taking nasty bumps, putting tacks in his ears and fucking
like when he got thrown through the cell and comes back without the mask on.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to finish the show with a ruptured kidney and a tooth in his face.
Yeah, no, that's
back just to finish the match.
Those days are gone. I know that for sure. But like people appreciate the little, the guys who take those extra bumps for the fans, right?
Yeah.
Like for the
And tomorrow
And,
they're advertising Raw as XXX Raw,
oh shit.
XXX Raw.
What does that mean though?
I think they're going to switch it to TV 14. I think that's going to be the announcement.
Val Venus coming back.
Oh, they're going to give him his penis back.
Hello, ladies.
They cut his penis off one time on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
With a samurai sword.
Did he have Jenna Jameson in his intro video?
He did. But then a samurai came and cut his dick off with a samurai sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a porn star, and then they cut.
All right. We're gonna end it with samurais cutting off dicks. That's how we'll end today.
Only one way to end this.
That's
shit.
90s wrestling for you, dude.
For sure. So, AD, Birdie, any parting shots before we end the show, guys?
Nah, man. Depending how drunk we get tonight, maybe we do like a post Llama live and stream if you want.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
We could just do what we're doing now.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna go get drinks though, for sure.
Oh, there's no probably.
No, yeah, we're going to get drinks.
Applebee's right down the street.
Right down the street. Love Applebee's.
Yeah.
Shout out Applebee's. Got the check.
My jacket's right there, so I can jack it up.
Exactly. But again, thank you, Llama. Letting me bring my obscure friends on to talk about fight sports and just our trip in general, man.
No, man. Listen. This is what this channel is for. Is for us to be able to branch out and get new perspectives on things. Again, the channel has its main niche, right? But like this show evolves to something different, right? And then so it's always fun to have you guys on. Again, I'm very jealous of the trip, but I'm glad you guys are having a good time for sure.
Oh man, you're not missing the next one.
No.
Spooning and all, you're gonna be.
If you were here, we would have stuck together. All three of us.
You can be the meat in the middle of the sandwich.
Okay.
Gabe hit you up with a GG's, Birdie. No, listen, I would have to. I would have to bring my breathing machine, so you fuckers would have to find me a place to sleep with next to some power.
Oh, we got many plugs right next to us.
Yeah,
I'll be sleeping under your desk.
No. No.
All right.
No.
Well, listen, if you're on later tonight, text me. I'll see if I can either join you guys or just at least listen in, because that would be interesting. A late night stream with you guys on there outside of the Llama show. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, Blackout AD, Jay Birdie, for being awesome co-hosts tonight and guests. Look forward to seeing everyone next Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Big Llama Show. Guys, make sure if you're listening to this on Apple Podcast or on Spotify, give it a 5-star review. Make sure you subscribe, like, follow, whatever the fuck it tells you to do. If you're on the Big Llama Show, the YouTube channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That's how you help us out. We are getting closer to our to 2,000. I think we're going to hit that in the next month or so. And I meant to tell you, man, I'm almost at 1,000 on the Clips channel, by the way. I'm at 9 something. It's insane. So again, I'm excited. I'm excited for more to come. Again, hopefully we have House Party out tomorrow. That's the goal. It's going to be a fun watch. There is singing. There's a little bit of dancing in it, and just overall a lot of fun. So that was a fun one to review. So guys, thank you guys for joining me tonight on the Big Llama Show. Again, he's Blackout AD, and that's Jay Birdie. I'm the Big Llama. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you guys next Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later.